What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron, and I told you guys, if it is August, I will be streaming. It is that time of the year, and today is very special. As you guys saw in the title, this is our first high-stakes draft of the season, $350 redraft managed league, and the reason why, the special occasion is that we just got done. Pretty much what I spent the entire weekend doing was updating the rankings over on Patreon. As of right now, my top 2025 fantasy football cheat sheet, I was going to say top 200, but top 200 cheat sheet for 2025 is officially ready to go. Full PPR. I have the checklist, the tiers. It's all pulled up on the screen next to me because I eat at my own restaurant. I will be using these rankings in this draft. It is FFPC, tight end premium, $350 buy-in, 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, tight end, 2 flex, kicker defense, and it is a tight end premium league. How are we doing? It feels good to be back. Again, rankings are live. You can find them in the description, in the top of the live chat pinned, top of the comments pinned, all of that good stuff. How is everybody doing? We pulled the 2 spot. We actually have to get down to brass tacks here for a second before we get into anything and decide, are we going to take Brock Bowers at the 102? That's what it comes down to. That is going to be the age-old question in this draft because tight ends get 1.5 tight end premium in this draft. And it's a very tough decision. It's a very tough decision. I would love to get Gibbs. Oh, he goes, all right, so never mind. All right, if he's going to go Bijan, we're taking Ja'Marr Chase, and I'm not thinking twice about it. So we're going to take Ja'Marr Chase. Makes our life much easier. I know some people have Bowers 101. If I was making tight end premium rankings, I personally would have Chase 1, Bowers 2. So very excited to get Chase at the 2 spot. I will... Should I put some text up for you guys? Because I know it's going to be a bit confusing with... I got this. Hold on. Format 1.5 tight end 1.5 PPR. $350 buy-in. Bang. All right, so I'll put this up on the screen here. Sorry, fellas. Just so that there's no confusions, you know. I want a different... Let me just make this black. All right. There we go. Not the prettiest graphic in the world, but there we are. All right, because I'm going to get a ton of questions. Why did Bowers go so early? Why did this go so early? But I am stoked to get Ja'Marr Chase there. I'll just say it off the top. But like always with these streams, I'm gonna get to the comments in a second here. It's always going to be tough for me to keep up with everything you guys say. Chill on the super chats. I will not be able to get to all of your questions right now. This is a real draft. This is going to be a team that I have to manage over the entire season. It's something for you guys to see. You know, how am I using my rankings in these drafts, navigating things, real money on the line. One of the closest ways to kind of see how your home league might go. But here we are. And Bowers still isn't gone. That's why I'm hesitant to go Bowers, because I think we're going to do one of these and end up with Bowers at 7 and be stoked about it. But who's in here? We got Henry Muto in here. FFPC, I don't think there is KDS. What else is in here? Finally, good stuff is here. We got Avery Vick in here. We got Ethan Stoll. Light the bat signal. Dude, we're here. It's August. It feels so good to be here, man. We got Smooth Criminal in here. Who else is doing it? 11 p.m. Eastern on a Sunday. But I will be honest, I would have done this earlier, but I was working on like the entire weekend and why you guys haven't seen a video, and it does hurt me that I don't have a video up right now for August, right? It's August 3rd and no video from me. I mean, of course, we did post one, you know, July 31st or whatever, but I've been working on these rankings, kind of running around, going to the BDG office, whatever, but rest of August, we're completely locked in. Expect a video tomorrow, probably a video after that. But it's full throttle. But I want to get these rankings up and finalize the top 200. They are tiered. They have the targets. They have the fades. They have the checklist. Like, people really liked these last year. So happy to have them out and ready to go for you guys. Nothing too weird has happened so far. Devon Achane off the board at 10. We got Bindles in here. We got Weaver in here. We got Notorious in here. Always Drenched. Hell yeah. What's going on? We got Weaver. I don't even know what EVO finals are, but what's going on? Just signed up on Underdog with my code. Hell yeah, dude. We got Rodrigo in here. Showtime FF. Hell yeah. We got Naked Duck. We got Mudo. Why do you look so sweaty? Here's the lore. Okay, every time I hop on one of these, I do look wet. I brush my face, like wash my... no, it's late, all right? I brush my teeth, I wash my face, do whatever so that I can literally turn this off and then go upstairs, go to bed, and get enough sleep so that I can hop on the camera tomorrow and be functional. It's kind of what it comes down to. It's just optimal, all right? It's going to dry off. Love your content, bro. Bring back vibes for people's drafts. Hell yeah, man. Who do we got in here? We got Jack Beard in here. Week 14 tiebreaker. Yep, good call, good call. In this league, the reason why Henry Mudo is saying that, and it seems like Puka is falling in a lot of these drafts. I still have Puka as my 108. Should I be dropping him over Stafford? I get the appeal of wanting to drop him because of Stafford, but I have a hard time doing it. I think he's just that good. But I think it's week 13, 14 are the playoff weeks for this league. It kind of sucks it's that way, but just how it is. Yep, Chase Fowler in the first draft. Love to see it. We got Frankie in here. We got Cole. People are jealous of this Jamar Chase. We'll see. Let's just not screw it up. We got Alex Saber in here. People forgot it's in premium. I don't know. I mean, Bauer's ADP, I'm looking at the ADP right now. I mean, his ADP is like 107, even in these. The tight end premium is tricky. You have to walk a tightrope of like not overvaluing it, but then also not completely punting it. I'm pulling up this ADP on my other screen as well right now. So there goes Derrick Henry. Puka goes off at the turn. Neighbors gone. Nico Collins gone. Amon-Ra's gone. Brian Thomas. And the reason I say them out loud is I'm just literally crossing them off on my rankings right now. Ron looking slim. We are hitting the gym. I do appreciate that. You guys have been saying that a lot. I have been in the gym. Jeff Nipper to Fantasy Football. Yo, chill. This will be the last year to get overweight Bowers for the foreseeable future. That's a fair thing to say. Some fresh ice cream. Lucky you. Wow, so that guy's going McBride and Bowers up top. Bowers is great value. How many wide receivers? How many flex? 2 wide receiver, 2 flex. Should I write that? Bang, why not? And our team name is the Never Seen 17. I'll be honest, I have been, like, during work today, I've been having SummerSlam on in the background. Just a John Cena reference. That's all that is. I wish it was something cooler, but that's where we're at. Genty number 1. Yeah, I mean, 109 Genty is high. I mean, he went high T as well. Genty and Derrick Henry. How was the party? It was fun. What site is that? This is FFPC. We got Disbanded Brotherhood in here. We got Sherman here. Another day in the basement. Hell yeah. Dude, we got 430 people in here. Hell yeah, dude. 11 p.m. on a Sunday. Thank you guys for showing up. Leave a like. August is the best time of the year. Another stream. I do brush my face. We got Vincent in here. Chase Brown goes off the board. God. Don't tempt us into a 0 RB for the first draft of the year. I don't think I will. No, SummerSlam was great. People were talking down on it when we were talking about it Friday. So there goes London. It's going to be a tough turn. So you have to be conscious about wanting to get a running back at one of these 2 picks, I think. There goes Jacobs. Huh. So we're gonna have 2 picks between us and the 302. Lad goes. Huh. So I have a couple of things that I'm eyeing up here. I don't think I can get too cute though. I think this might just have to be AJ Brown, man. Damn, there's 3 guys I want here. There's 3 guys I want. I think it just has to be AJ Brown though. Yeah. God, you guys are gonna kill me. You guys are gonna kill me. First draft of the year. It's gonna lean 0 RB. What's this guy at the turn gonna do? There's 2 guys I like. If he takes both of them, I'm gonna be scrambling pretty hard. And that was one of them, Bucky. Okay. Okay. And then there goes Hampton. So for me, what I should have known that number 1 was going to hammer running backs like that. That was what I was thinking in my head, was going Bucky and then hoping that I could have pushed AJ Brown, but I thought maybe it wouldn't come back to me, but thinking he goes Bijan first, that he probably would have gone 3 running backs regardless. So now we're in a spot where we're staring down Kittle in a premium, in a tight end premium. I don't really want to reach on a running back. He already took Hampton. So I think this has to be Kittle, I'll be honest. Like, I think it's between Kittle and Tyreek. I think in this format, I think Kittle would make sense. So we'll go Kittle. We're 3 rounds in without a running back. I'm sure everybody will react the correct way here. There goes Tyreek. So I don't know. We'll learn our lesson here. Maybe this should have been Bucky Irving. But I don't know. It's tough. Was playing a game. Those are the 2 guys I wanted. Were Bucky and AJ Brown there. AJ Brown and ADP usually goes at the 207, 206. Neither were probably going to get back to me, but the AJ Brown value was too good. I blew it. Hang it up. You should grab Brandon Ayuk here. I was thinking about it. Hey, I was at SmackDown too, brother. AJ Brown hamstring worry you? Not really. So there was Kenneth Walker. Not yet. Kenneth Walker's gone. Kyron's gone. This is going to be an interesting draft. We're able to land this plate here. I didn't think at the 2 spot we were going to have issues at running back. Yeah, I'm using Fantasy Mojo on the side here. Why would he go double tight end? I mean, in tight end premium, I guess in his head, he thinks that he can flex Trey McBride and still look good. Why would 101 go triple RB? I think that he just really likes RB. Best ball? No, this is managed full PPR. Made the right moves? I think so too. We, I just take what the room gives me. Sometimes you got to take what the room gives you, not force it. Like, AJ Brown being available there wasn't supposed to happen. And neither was Jamar Chase at 2. So, like, this is probably going to be, like, let me know, Henry. Like, I imagine this is probably a pretty rare start. Chase, Brown, Kittle, right? From the 2 spot. Or actually, it's probably not that rare of a start. You're probably, there's definitely some teams that'll get AJ Brown, Kittle to come to this turn. So, never mind on that. So, Marv goes off the board. Brees goes off the board. All right, we're going to have to land this plane. Fellas. You should have been Brees over Kittle. I don't like I like Brees, but not enough to pull him up to 302, I don't think yet. I have Brees right now as my 33rd ranked player. I think if there was a wrong step, it probably was AJ Brown over Bucky, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I really like. I mean, you guys. I put my money where my mouth is. You guys have seen the I bet my net worth on these players video or whatever I did in the past, where AJ Brown was on the thumbnail of that one. To be honest. So Allen goes at the turn. James Cook gone. Plenty good RB bets in the next rounds. Yeah, exactly. We're laying down the foundation, and then we just don't want to shy away from taking, like, if there's tiebreakers where there's like a good running back and a good receiver, to just not be stubborn. No, I agree. Any tips on evaluating keeper values? Not really. I think 0 RB has been the move as recently as 2023. I mean, I like Brees. I don't know that I think third round Brees is just very fair all around. What does Mojo do? Mojo is it's just the ADP resource for FFPC. That's all it is, nothing crazy. I have to kind of get my stuff figured out here on my other monitor. It's a little bit of a mess right now. All right, I think we're looking good. Najee's basically blind. The George Kittle sprained armpit scared you. Lock in, fellas. It's August. How do you feel about an elite quarterback at the 4-5 turn? If Hurts got back to us, I would probably do it. What's DF? Wow, what a question. What's DF Bean Counter been up to? I think he's kind of retired from fantasy. Vlobo, I like the vibes you're on there, brother. Are you saying that he's going to be better or worse than RB15? We're saying AJ Brown is the pick. Very low on Brees. I don't mind Brees, but like he's like a mid to third. I'm not really going to be I don't think I'm going to take him with like many Jamar Chase teams. Yeah, I love AJ Brown in second. I will say he pulled his hamstring today. Maybe that's why I got like a slight value there, but I'm fine with it. There goes Kelsey. I will say the nice part about taking Kittle is I just don't really have to care much about the whole tight end premium stuff. Like, I'm not really super interested in putting a tight end in my flex spot. I know some people are very open to it, but I'd just rather not. Taking Judkins more? No, I've really backed off. I have, in the new rankings update, I have Judkins at 115. So we're talking like 10th round, which sucks. I was all over him. I keep saying this with Judkins. I've never met the guy, so, you know. And Hurts goes anyways, yeah. See, here's the thing, man. Like, should have went with... No, I'm not taking Hurts in the early third, but in these, like, just... You can't assume the guys... Like, these draft rooms are very unpredictable is kind of how I would put it. You can't really assume anything from these guys. So there goes Evans. There goes Sutton. So this is going to be an interesting turn here. Is number one going to take running back again? So there goes Kamara. So I think this is where we're kind of changing what we do this season. I think this has to be James Conner. I'm not stoked about James Conner here. But I would like the points from James Conner, you know? I'm trying to think. In terms of wide receivers, This guy that turn's going to take 2 running backs, and it's going to piss me off. Like, the way that this guy drafts, there's a couple of wide receivers I like. So we're going to go James Conner. I'm telling you, this guy was very live to take Conner there. But we're still feeling things out. People don't like the Conner pick. That's fine. I just think, like, I don't want to, we don't need to, like, we're going to punt off RB2 regardless. Like, I already knew this next pick is going to be receiver for me. I also knew that we were going to be trying to get Tet or Rashee Rice here regardless. So I think that we're just going to take Rashee Rice, or not Rashee Rice. We're going to take Rashee Rice versus Tet is really tough here for me. But we're going to take Tet. That's what I've decided. So we'll take Tetairoa McMillan here. I'm telling you guys, I know he went 2 receivers. Here's the thing. I know he went 2 receivers. But you have to look through the lens. Hear me out for a second. He wasn't going to take Trevion Henderson. He wasn't going to take RJ Harvey. Truly what it came down to this guy is I just think that he is such a RB hungry guy that I think Conner would have been interesting to him. And he didn't take either. Like, the wide receivers I was looking at were Tetairoa McMillan and Rashee Rice anyways. And I'm telling you, later we're going to like some of the wide receivers that are going to make it back to us later. Like, we're gonna end up being like the 7th, 8th area and looking at like Isaiah Pacheco, and would have had to really make some tough decisions. But I'm just trusting that we're gonna get receiver value to us later. I am. I will say this is our first draft of the season. We'll kind of see how things go. That's gonna kill me this year. See, you can't win. I hate the receiver people want me to take. He's an issue. Some people want Rashee Rice. We'll see how we feel about this Conner pick later. It's not my favorite thing in the world to do, is to take kind of the boring running back options, but it's something I'm trying to lean into a little bit this year. Holy shit, we have 720 people in here? All right. All right. That's pretty nuts. I will say I appreciate you guys being in here. There goes Harvey. I guess I'm curious with you guys. Would you guys have taken Harvey or Henderson over Conner? For me, if it was like my RB2 spot, I'd feel better about it. But like I need to get points in week 1. You know what I mean? Like, at a certain point, you have to get points in week 1 is kind of what it comes down to for me. Which is something I'm like, the Tet McMillan pick contradicts that, right? So like, not all my picks am I trying to get somebody for early season scoring, but I just think completely punting off running back, especially early, like just, I think Henderson, I think Harvey are both guys who make more sense as like your RB2 or RB3 drafted. And I will say, it seems like I'm just like, this is a tough spot. It's a tough spot. And it's why it's honestly why, like, looking back, why I would have loved to take Bucky early, because if we took Bucky, then I would have never even really thought about Conner there. Conner's going to regress. Conner was pretty good last year. Yeah, exactly. At the other side of the board, like late 5th, it would make more sense. And as like, again, like my second running back, it would make more sense. Like if I already had like Achane or something, but on a team like this, it's tough. So I don't know. I will be honest, fellas. Like we're getting the rust out. That's why we're doing a 350 solo. We're just gonna kind of see how these things go. But I anticipate a lot of running backs to go early and often, and we'll see. We'll see how things happen. Because I will say, if somebody, I mean, this room is so running back hungry, I don't think it happens. But if Aaron Jones makes it back here, then I'll be pretty mad about the Connor pick. I'll just be straight up. All right, and that guy takes an unstacked Burrow. I guess we could have thought about Burrow because we had Chase, but I'm not crazy about that. Let me hold a penny. I mean, this is my job. Yeah, AJ Brown value was too good. I agree. It just put us in a bit of a pickle. These rooms are very tough to feel out and gauge, but I'm kind of like with that Connor pick, I'm kind of just trusting that we're going to get wide receiver value we like later. That's what I'm hoping for. We're yet to see any of these quarterbacks get stacked, fellas. I will say that something else to note about these rooms, like these are, wow, Hunter in the 6th round, man. I will say I think the meta in these rooms is being on the other side of the board. That 5-6 turn might be the GOAT. J-Mo's gone. Ridley's gone. Does anyone take... Sutton is gone, yup. All right, this will be interesting. Laporta has gone. Hawkinson has gone. Six rounds, Zay Flowers. I mean, geez. Damn it. And all the wide receiver value is going to get taken up by the time it gets back to us, too. This might sting. There goes Waddle. Another fantastic pick in the 6th round. And none of them are coming back to us. All right. All right. Just a little bit of tilt. Just a little bit of tilt for you. Tet in the 5th was terrible. I should be hoping for RB value. There's one running back I would really like, but it's the style of running back that if he makes it back to us, I'm mad I went Connor over the rookies, is kind of how I would talk about it. There goes Jacoby. Like, we're not going to love the receiver value. Like, I was really hoping for one of Waddle, Flowers, or Hunter to make it back to us. Of course, they didn't. There goes Caleb. There goes Judy. God, this is going to be such a boomer running back room if this goes the way I think it is. God damn it. This is going to piss me off. Of course, I assume that in a room like this that running backs are going to keep going, but it makes sense. It makes sense for this room to take their foot off the gas pedal. There's two players I really want here. Oh, god damn it, dude. This pisses me off. Because if I had known we'd get Aaron Jones here, I would have gone RJ Harvey. But all right, we're gonna lean into it, fellas. Give me Aaron Jones. Let's see how you guys like that one. I love Aaron Jones, but like I said, if I had known Jones would get back, this would have been a rookie running back. Just because at that point, okay, we feel secure in Jones. And then we get the 2 players I wanted really badly here. And we'll take Olave at this other pick. I'm getting killed here. Harvey or Hendo for me, yeah, but I would have been, like, both of them I have back-to-back and interchangeable. But this is just one of those things that we'll kind of learn as we go. Like, I think for future reference, I think, again, I didn't expect Jones to get back to me in this room. I don't like having both washed running back archetypes here, but I think we're all right. Who's throwing Olave the ball, though? I mean, we got him in the 7th round, brother. It's not bad. Who would you guys have gone at that turn? I'm getting crushed in the comments. It's all good. Pollard goes. Montgomery's gone. Yeah, Connor's the only pick I'd like to have back. You want me to take Baker? See, this is why I like it. Like, who'd you guys want? Who'd you guys want me to go there? Olave in the 7th is good. You wanted Odunze over. Odunze over Olave? I don't know about that. I debated Olave heavy at the Jones pick, to be honest. And part of the reason why I took Connor here, or running back in general, is I just knew we'd get a wide receiver value like Olave in the 7th. I think it's fine. No, I'm just I enjoy I enjoy entertaining the chat and seeing what you guys feel about these picks. Like I said, it's a learning progress too. I mean, it's August 3rd. Like, I'm still trying to lock in the way that I'm actually going to draft by, the last week of March of March. It's late. I'm afraid that you guys just picked up a lot of me drinking. That the mic just exposed me there. I mean, I like Jayden Reed, and I think you guys are going to be shocked that the receiver values make it back to us in this draft. But yeah, I am the only pick that I am regretful of is Connor. Should have just been Harvey or Henderson, whoever you prefer. For me, Harvey, I think he's just I think they're both good players. Henderson's probably the better player, but Harvey's on a better offense, better environment. And then also in this format, Week 12 bye is really nice instead of 14, where Henderson won't be contributing for your team in the playoffs. He would have went Monty Olave. Kittle, I mean, do you think Kittle's too early? It's tight end premium. I feel like it's up here. People wanted Egbuka there. I mean, I like Egbuka as well. Debo's off the board. Andrew's now gone. Okay, so Njoku and Ingram have both gone as well. Diggs off the board. Let me know who you guys are eyeing up in the chat. Because I can't make a good pick to save my life according to you guys right now. Who do you guys want at this 8-9 turn? What are we feeling? No, James Conner being a good pick isn't a crazy take. He projects well. Was good last year. Full PPR and then tight end gets 1.5. Yeah, it's, again, that's the only thing that I, people are roughing me up about, the Olave pick and the McMillan pick, whatever. I took Connor assuming Jones wouldn't make it back and that I was just going to punt off RB2 completely. Because if Jones doesn't make it back here, then I probably double up on Olave and Odunze at the turn. And then all of a sudden, you know, Connor's just kind of the only viable option in our RB room, but Jones makes it back. And now I wish, you know, I went with more rookie upside. Because that's kind of the issue is now we don't really have any upside at running back right now. But, I mean, you could have said that last year with a Kamara Mixon room. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to chase my tail on what worked last year either. Like, not a lot of my teams are going to look like this. I can promise you guys that. I have been getting this comment, but, like, you know. Take a flyer on Loveland. He's going to go soon in a tight end premium. I'll see you. He goes in round... He goes round 9. So it'll have to be at this turn if I want to. But again, like, we already have Kittle. I'm not crazy about... Like, you definitely can in a format like this, but I'm not crazy about it. So, like, Buka goes. Ricky Pearsall is gone. ETN's now gone. Warren's now gone. Mixon gone too. I didn't catch that. So Warren, B-Rob, Mason. Warren's now gone, as in Tyler Warren. Start thinking about quarterback anytime soon? No, honestly, no. I'm good on like that Kyler Bo Nix tier. Team's bottom 6 already. God damn it. I promise. Wait for this pick. There goes Tucker Kraft. I mean, the earlier, like, Tucker Kraft in the 8th round versus Kittle in the 3rd. And come on now. And there goes Ferguson. I love it. We're just seeing, now because we took our tight end early, tight ends are flying off the board, pushing value back to us, which locks in. There's 3 players I'd really like here. There goes Chris Godwin. He was not one of them. Like I said, at this pick right now, I have nothing but wide receivers I want to take off the board. And that's why I wanted to take a detour for running back in the 4th round. But again, if I had known I get Jones back, I would have gone for more rookie upside there. Happens to the best of us. Truly happens to the best of us. But I think that honestly what that tells me is I literally might make that update as soon as right now of moving Harvey and Henderson past like Connor and Kamara just because maybe you can cover that ground later with other options. All right, we're going to take Jordan Addison here. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to take Jayden Reed. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to take Jordan Addison. Psych, we're going to take Jayden Reed. My bad, fellas. Somebody wanted Jayden Reed at the last pick. Somebody out there wanted Jayden Reed over Olave. And don't get me wrong, I have them both in the same tier. Again, as I said earlier, I just knew we were going to like the receivers we get later. Like, imagine if I fully punted off receiver now. Like, imagine I didn't take Connor. Damn it, he takes Addison. I wanted to play the ADP game there. I was like, man, maybe I should have taken Addison and tried to get Reed to come back to me. But, so now you have wide receiver through the flex, +1. I think Josh Downs is going to be too tough to pass on here. Actually, all right, I got to look alive here for a second. Shit. All right, we're actually going to take Scatabo. I would love to take Downs here, but I think it's going to be another spot where we're going to like what we get on the way back. And I think Scatabo gives us a way to get some of that rookie upside we missed out on earlier. I don't know how you guys are going to like that, but that's where my head goes. I think at this 10 spot, we're going to like another receiver. And we already have receiver through the flex +1. in this running back room, I need some youth upside. We need some youth upside is kind of where my head goes. Should have taken a QB for what? For what? Take a Kyler just to take a Kyler? I think you guys are going to kill me. Downs is a solid pick. Yeah, I would have liked Downs too. Again, I just, imagine seeing with Henderson. I agree. We're taking Addison over Reed. I was just trying to find a way to get both of them to come back to me. And when we have Tet, who's going to be a slow starter anyways, Addison with the suspension stuff, I just rathered Reed there. I have it very close between the two, though. Are people still screaming at me to take Baker? Guys, like, in this format, I can just take, like, Trevor. Like, if you missed out on the quarterbacks, at least in my opinion, and, if this was, like, a Marvin Harrison team or something, then you could talk me into. Some people want the whole draft board. I'll see if I can zoom out a little more. I think Scotty was a good pick there. Henderson over James Conner was the decision point. Where are we going? I'm getting killed at every turn by you guys. It's okay. I do this for the love of the game, man. At the end of the day, I'm the one who's going to have to set this fucking lineup in week 7 and sleep at night. Just how it works. I can't believe that people are like, oh, you should have taken Tracy. Like, look, I already, Tracy to me profiles as somebody you can stick in your lineup in week 1. And probably eventually, Scatterbo at least makes it a split so that you can't do that anymore. And when we already take the 2 boomers in Connor and Jones, I'm thinking completely about running backs that I can start in, week 10 if, Jones picks up a hamstring or if one of these guys are old and dusty and they're not good anymore. You know what I mean? Purely the rest of my running back room is for upside. It just has to be upside. And I think Scatterbo presents more than Tracy. But if you want to dispute that, you are welcome to your own opinion, I would say. Now, the reason I didn't take quarterback there, the only reason that I would take a quarterback is to take one of these elite ones, right? Lamar, the top 4. I like Mahomes as well. But then after that, I'm not spending up on quarterback unless if I'm stacking. If I had Marvin Harrison on this team, okay, then I would take Kyler. Or if I had Egbuka, Mike Evans, Godwin, then I would take Baker. But taking a naked Kyler when I know in round 13 I can just take Trevor Lawrence or Justin Herbert or whatever later, or Drake May, I just think it would be a dumb pick. And look at all these running backs go, man. People are talking down on that Scatterbo pick. I think Scatterbo's a great pick there. So Spears is gone. Najee's gone. God, I will say that Connor pick's going to keep me up tonight. I thought I was doing the right thing. I did. He was my highest ranked running back at the time. It's just really in terms of running backs, and this is kind of an overarching idea, is you can have it, Kamara, Connor, RJ Harvey, Trevion Henderson. But if you knew you were going to get Aaron Jones later, you would have preferred RJ Harvey or Henderson, if that makes sense. I just wish I could have paired Jones with rookie upside. And if you don't like Jones, say this was Pacheco, Montgomery, Pollard, Mixon, same idea. It'd be the same idea. None of those guys. It's a very weird running back class this year where I'm not a Caleb Johnson believer, but he also wasn't available. There's not a very clear upside pick in this round 7, 8 area. If you want to shoot for upside, it's really fringe bets of Scatterbo. I guess you could categorize Judkins there, Spears, but it's not amazing. It's also great that the wide receiver hasn't gone yet since Addison 8-12. There goes Bo Nix. Yeah. Pick a bench RB over top 5 quarterback. Who's a top 5? Who on the board? Like here, I would have drafted the QB 8. And Bake's still out there, man. Like what are you guys on about with the quarterbacks? I'm like, have you guys ever heard of JJ Zachariason, late round quarterback? Like the elite ones are gone. Like I don't understand the point of running to take a quarterback around 9, fellas. You're just gonna have to explain that one to me. So Higgins goes. Dude, Baker could come to this. Dude, you guys are killing me. Baker could come to my 10-11, and I still don't think I would take Baker. I can't believe this is the hill we're dying on. If you want to say my RB room sucks, my RB room's old. But to be like Scatabo over Baker as a fumble is crazy. Like, come on. Lighten up, fellas. I promise that's like... Come on. That ain't where this team falls apart. There's plenty of other stuff to troll if you wanted to. So there goes Khalil Shakir. All right. I'm having too much fun laughing with you guys. I got to start crossing things off. Jaden Blue goes. Tyjae's gone. Man, I thought Downs was going to maybe come back to us. 10th round Downs, I would have maybe hit the gritty for. Downs, Shakir. Just trying to catch up with what's gone off the board yet. There goes Pittman. Trey Benson off the board. You guys are going to love this turn. Oh, man, you guys are going to love this turn. All right, so this is what we're going to do. And as I love you guys are going to hate it. But we're going to take Luther Burden here. Oh, maybe we'll take Baker. I'm not taking Baker, dude. Get the fuck out of here with Baker, man. We're gonna take Luther Burden. And you guys are going to be very mad about it. But we're going to take Burden. And then I have a plan for this next pick that you guys are also going to begrudgingly love. If he takes both the guys I want, I'll be very upset. And he does not. There goes Ayuk. And you guys ready for this one? You guys ready? Basil Tootin, come on down, my boy. Come on down. We needed rookie upside. We got it. We got it. You ever won anything in fantasy? You guys are great, man. In a $350 draft before, I have placed top 5 and I've won 5 figures in a draft like this before. Why are we drafting third stringers? Because we took boomers as our running backs, man. With Connor and Aaron Jones, it had to be rookies. I debated very hard between Tootin and Dylan Sampson, though. I'll give you guys that. I was hoping he would have made the choice easier for me, but yeah, I won $10,000. You explicitly asked, have I ever done well in one of these? Lots of people are very torn on how this draft is. People are so sure that Basil Tune's got a fumbling issue before he even takes an NFL snap. Which I love. I love it. I love it. I beg anyone in chat, but Henry Muto, who's in this chat, respects what I do, is the only guy in here that's actually like won anything. Tune has fumbling issues. Mate, back to you. Mate, back to you. I'm calling you mate. Because he hasn't played in the NFL yet. Like what? Tuitt has fumbled in an NFL practice before. Okay. But no, this is the fun of these. Like I enjoy bickering with you guys. I want to make that clear. People said Jonathan Taylor had fumbling issues coming out of school. Who's my QB, bro? Dude. You guys are killing me. Have you heard of JJ Zachariason? Team is crack. Love the last 4 picks. Thank you. I'm just trying to get upside at running back is all it is. We went so wide receiver heavy early as well, fellas, that, I mean, Chase, AJ Brown, Olave, Reed will be like my starting receivers out the gate. Ty McMillan has late season upside. Burden has late season upside. And there's like pretty much a spot here where there's like one more receiver I would entertain, and then I would just like stop taking them entirely. So like look at all the QBs available, guys. Like I don't feel like, do you guys feel tons of prep? Like I could start Trevor Lawrence week 1 and feel fine. What are we talking about? All right. I got to get back to crossing players off because I'm way behind right now. I'm not starting Russell Wilson, guys. I just don't understand the reason to like run to take a quarterback right now. Like literally Kyler is still on the board, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't understand I don't understand why everyone's in a big time rush. So Mims went. I'm also. Do you guys know what quarterback Baker Mayfield got drafted as off the board last year as? Like, the whole reason why he was so sick last year because you took him late and he put up big numbers. Like, that's kind of hoping to run something like that back this year, if you guys don't mind. Would that be all right? So Tank did go. There goes Hollywood Brown. Garendo is off the board. Rachaad White is off the board. All right, I think I'm all caught up. Donating $350. Damn. How am I gonna sleep tonight? What's up, Brock? What's up? It's August 4th, and the chat's already turned against me. The chat's already decided that I suck at fantasy football. I've never won anything. It's all over. Damn, I was hoping so bad Dylan Sampson would make it back. I knew he wasn't going to. I knew he wasn't, but I had some hope. All right. I am, now I have to kind of figure out what I want to do with this pick now. Let's think. Jerome Ford's a good pick. Nothing seems super obvious at this pick. I think I could push quarterback because this guy at the turn has Dak. You probably won't take a quarterback here, but I've done that so many times before. Like, this guy just took Fields. So I'm just going to secure Caleb and shut everyone up that's, like, crying about me not having a quarterback right now. We go Caleb to Burden. I mean, I like Caleb anyways. Yeah, I think Caleb's a fine pick here. I don't really know what I want to do with this next pick, though. Ford went before our pick, which sucks. If Samson came back to us, I would have been stoked. I'll be honest, I don't like the idea of having Trey Benson and James Conner, but Trey Benson's, like, so much better. Oh, no, he's already off the board. Okay, I'm an idiot. That's my bad. I wasn't aware that he was gone. Brock, I'm getting killed, man. I don't know either, but I'm getting killed. Caleb's now a problem. I don't know. I can't win with these guys. And then we're going to take Purdy anyways. I think double tapping quarterback here is kind of whack, I'll be honest. You guys made a great point that I had Kittle, and I just, like, it completely slipped my mind. But I think we're in a spot here. I think I can just take Purdy and Caleb. I can shut everyone up that's mad that I don't have quarterback. And I have two that I feel really good about, that we can just kind of decide who to start on a weekly basis, and that'll be that. Because there's not, like, any running, like, I'm not, like, I feel like we're kind of good everywhere. Like, we're good at tight end. Wide receiver, I mean, we're loaded. Chase, Brown, Tet, Olave, Reed, Burden. Running back, we built out a good room. Like, we're just perfectly balanced. Our only weak spot really is quarterback, if I'm being honest. So, bang. No, I like the Purdy to Kittle is pretty sweet. And I think Caleb is very high upside as well. I think it's a fun team too. I don't know, like, there's so much like Rusty's so close to getting banned. Like, just like why is it so toxic right now? Can we just be on good vibes? Be on good vibes, everybody. It's 4-point. Purdy and Kittle stack. We got Caleb to Burden stack. Like, we're like, we can just kind of do whatever we want the rest of the way. Right? Like, now we have Scatabo and Tootin as, like, our rookie upside at running back. We have two locked-in guys that I feel great about starting week 1. Chase, A.J. Brown. We can put Ted on the bench if we want. Start Olave, Reed out the gate at flex. I feel good. Man, people have been crashing out the entire time. It's Tootin's an issue. Scatabo was an issue. I should have taken Baker Mayfield in, like, the 7th round, apparently. What else? I mean, honestly, the only two picks to me that have been really tough was A.J. Brown versus Bucky Irving. Because I think this guy might have gone 3 running backs regardless. Like, he might have been live to go Bijan, Brees, Omarion, and then I could have taken Bucky and then still gotten A.J. Brown to come back. But A.J. Brown at 211 was really tough to pass on. And then Connor here. I only took Connor here because these are such running back heavy rooms that I just kind of assumed that Aaron Jones wouldn't make it back to me, and that I just wanted to kind of anchor some kind of running back points on a team like this, knowing, especially right now, like, drafting so early, like, I knew there's going to be wide receiver values across the board. right? Like taking Scatabo here was even tough over like a Josh Downs, right? But I wish I took R.J. Harvey or Trevion Henderson just to have some rookie upside, because it does suck. Like Connor and Jones are like very similar archetypes. I would have preferred this to be R.J. Harvey plus Aaron Jones, because then it would just be a lot of upside at RB2 and just lock in kind of an anchor Aaron Jones. But I think we're fine. Yeah, like I said, if I had known that Jones wouldn't come back, I would have taken R.J. Harvey or I would have taken R.J. Harvey or Henderson if I had known. Judkins, I mean, like this is what's crazy. You can't, come on, man. AJ Brown was a gift. Would have loved Jalen Hurts to come back at 4. We couldn't make that happen. I agree. I will say, like, I'm curious what you guys think, because that was something that was really tough for me to decide in my rankings update, was James Conner and Kamara, because they just like represent the same idea of like a veteran running back that's probably going to break down by the end of the season. Doesn't really represent a ton of upside. And you have R.J. Harvey, Trevion Henderson, high upside running backs that you don't really want to start in week 1. In a vacuum, how do you guys juggle them? Because like I said, like at 4 in a vacuum, I want Connor. But if I had known that I would have liked, you know, an Aaron Jones or like a Pollard in the early 7th here, then maybe that changes me from Connor to leaning into the rookie upside there. But it's tough. Like Connor and Kamara, I mean, obviously, project outscore them by a billion. And I think that Connor's kind of underrated too. Like the thing that scares me about Kamara is the Saints are legitimately the favorite to get the first overall pick, or like top 3 favorite to get the first overall pick. So this could be a situation where like this team's so bad that Kamara again is a 0 for you in the playoff weeks that matter. But I think at least with Connor, I don't think that there's really like the Cardinals should at least be competitive the entire year and could actually be good, right? So I don't know. Maybe I should think about a backup tight end soon-ish. There's none that really stick out, I'll be honest. I'm just like, you just gotta miss me with Jordan Mason, dude. Undrafted free agent that has literally like a 6-game sample of ever being good versus Aaron Jones, who got a lot more volume last year than he probably needed. And we see efficiency bounce around all the time. Like, I just don't get why Aaron Jones is seen so far from like Kamara and James Conner. To me, they're all very similar. You don't see him climbing over Bigsby and ETN. I don't know. I like, again, with like Connor and Jones, I just need to take the biggest upside swing possible at the running backs behind them is what my thoughts were. You cannot trade. All right, I need to think about what I'm doing with this pick. I don't have a clue. Is there any tight ends that I feel decent about? Likely pretty much dead at this point. Dowdle, Shipley, Giddens. What round are we in? 14? I guess we'll take Will Shipley. I'm fine with that, I think. I'm not crazy about Shipley, but with A.J. Brown, like, we're kind of... Like, a Saquon injury would send A.J. Brown to the moon, so why not bet on that again with Will Shipley is kind of my thoughts there. No, Taylor's already gone at tight end. You think, like, would Isaiah likely be crazy? Oh, no, here, this guy took him. Good pick. Good pick. Anybody have a guy that they, like, love here? Should I go with Jacare Kroski or whatever the hell? Ooh, Woody Mark's a good shout, too, man. I'm going to go, that's actually a good shout. I'll go. It's actually really tough. I think Brashard Smith's already gone. I'm gonna take Miles Sanders. Just hope that he ends up being the Dallas Cowboys running back. I think that that's probably a good idea with this room. I guess my question is, if you think Jones and Connor are horrific picks, like what would you have done there? Like I'm genuinely asking. People are booing. Good call on Miles Sanders' free look as well. I'm trying to think what else this team really needs. Like wide receiver, I don't really feel. Okay, like I guess like if we want to take us like one of these to take a swing on like rookie upside, there's some guys here that I don't hate. Like Pat Bryant, I guess Besh. I'm not crazy about any of these guys though. Royals, I guess. See, this is where you guys kill me. Like, Chuba would have saved this team. We're saying Chuba would have saved this team. All right. I mean, you just would have worked your 350 over. Like, what does that even mean? Yeah, defensive kickers go somewhat early. Again, that's really the only is just Connor over the rookie running backs. But it's funny, like people are calling this team trash, and then you guys like disagree. Like I don't think it doesn't seem like you guys would have done Henderson or Harvey there. But yeah, I mean, I don't love this team either. It's the first team we've like fully drafted on here. I'm not crazy about the Connor Aaron Jones tandem either. Like I'll just be straight up. But I don't think it's dead in the water or anything. We just got to hit on some running back upside. But I don't know. The wide receiver room is fun. Right, Chase, Brown, Tet, Olave, Reed, Burden. That's wide receiver through the flex plus 2. Yeah. Yeah. It's actually not a bad shout of say maybe I could have double tapped running back here. It's actually not a bad shout at all, man. Because the thing is that I would have never have known that Aaron Jones was going to make it back to us. But then the 2v2 is like, or it's really more like a 4v4 of like Connor, Harvey, Olave, Odunze versus Connor, Tet, Aaron Jones, Olave. I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough game, man. It's a tough game. Oh, shit. Now, how am I going to show you guys this draft board? Let's think. This feels way too zoomed out now. Is that like readable for you guys? If you're playing full PPR, you're playing kindergarten fantasy anyways. Got him. Personally would have gone Brees, Kelsey, then Kittle, Connor. Yeah, I don't hate that call either. DJ Moore, Hubbard over Tet. Golden over Reed. See, I don't get the Hubbard one. Not readable. People are saying not readable. I did end up getting the water out of my ear. I appreciate that. All right. Hold on. Let's do this. But I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this first high stakes live stream draft of many more to come. I promise we will get better as the summer goes. Not my favorite team of all time either. Should probably get a backup tight end, but I just don't like any of these options. Are there any stacking options with? No, not really. I kind of like Theo Johnson. Do we even like Theo Johnson, Terrence Ferguson, JT Sanders? Jalen Royals goes. That's a great pick. So what do we have? We have 3 more players to take before kicker defense. Let's go Woody Marks. We debated Woody Marks at the last pick. Why not? Let's go Woody. And then I want a wide receiver and tight end to fill us out here. Pause. I agree. And it's that's what I mean by like kind of like learning with reps here is just like learning, it's just kind of getting familiar with the sides of the board. I agree. And that's why I have Gibbs at 102 is because I wish, like in a weird way, I almost wish the guy didn't let Chase come to me at 102. There goes Stafford. I'm trying to think of what I want to do at tight end here. So Jonu's gone. Elijah Arroyo's gone. I think I'm going to take Theo Johnson. I know you guys might like kill me for that, but no, I'm just going to take Jack Besh and figure out the tight end on the next turn. People are saying Waller. Is Waller even like? I don't know if Waller's even gonna play. I drafted a ton of Isaac Tesla in Dynasty. I'm probably not really gonna take much of him in redraft, but yeah, I don't hate JT Sanders. We'll get the next this 18th round pick. We'll take a tight end. Yeah, you can't look. If I was to grade this draft, I'd give it like a C plus B minus. Like I don't love it either. It's just something to learn with. Just got tricky. No running backs through the first 3 rounds, and then trying to make up for it in a smart and controlled manner is tough. But I'm happy we at least took 2 detours for running backs. Like in the past, I would have been stubborn and just gone like, McLaurin Tet here. And then we get to 6, we take Aaron Jones. Like we could have fully leaned into 0 RB on this team if we wanted to. Which definitely would have been somewhat appealing. But then, like, we would have had to, like, we would have gone, like, McLaurin, Tet, Jones, Olave, and then even, like, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we wouldn't be able to take, like, Reed here. Like, we would have been very much pressured to take, like, a running back, like Dobbins, Scatabo, and not be able to take the wide receiver value in, like, Reed and Burden later. So, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Is what it is. Yeah, no, you guys don't want to see. We will, like, I'm sure there will be a time that presents itself where we do a 0 RB team, but like probably not. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna have any like pure 0 RB, but I could see myself taking a team where we take like RJ Harvey as our only running back through like 7 rounds. I think that's kind of what 0 RB will be this year. Where like RJ Harvey or Trevion Henderson in like the 5th round, and then you take RB2 in like round 8, and that's it. Thoughts on double kicker and slot 4? The guys that are taking kickers and stuff, like, you just gotta let them be. You want to do 0 RB in your home league? I don't think it's worth forcing 0 RB. Like I said, I think modern 0 RB is taking at least one running back through 6 rounds. I love Igbuka. I have Igbuka ranked in the 60s right now. You're going to go to beginning and put it on 4X. All right, we got 3 picks left. I don't know what I would consider this team. Like, I think I think it's just a balanced team. I agree. I think it's also just, like I said, I think the days of just completely punting off running back isn't super viable anymore. But do Kittle and Theo Johnson have the same bye? You might be onto something with that. They absolutely do. Good call. Good call. So it can't be Theo. It could be. I mean, I'll say like Terrence Ferguson. Probably Terrence Ferguson or JT Samuels will be who we go with here. The defense around 11 was insane. Let me put myself. ZRB is dead, loser. It kind of is dead. I'm pretty high on Drake May. Will the VVS Stones intro ever return? I mean, I still use it for the outro. It's just like, I don't know, with the way YouTube works these days, like it's just not worth. It's just not worth. Oh, good point on Theo, or not Theo and JT, but What was I trying to say? I don't know what I was on about. Robust RB Sun running last year has killed the zero RB spirit. Like I said, I'm gonna still mix it in. And this team is like zero RB ish. But I think it's just like being smart about it. Which I think still in the past, you would consider a team 0 RB if you went like RJ Harvey round 5 and then didn't touch running back till round 8. Like, I'll still have that. Oh, my brother's saying not my best team for sure. Yeah, it's not my best team. It's not. Oh, the intro. It's just not worth, like the way YouTube works, it's just not worth stalling at all. And now we are at the part where I do not know. Now we're at the part where I do not know how I feel about about kickers and defenses. It's really whatever. I'll take 2 here and then, you know, figure something else out afterwards. Fairbairn, Lutz, Gay. I got no clue, man. Do we know? Do we feel good about any of the week 1 defensive matchups? Dude, I don't even know what the take a peek games are. What one is? It's like Philly, Dallas. Give me give me Fairbairn. I don't know. I'm gonna drop these before week 1, anyways, guys. Like I'm not thinking too hard about kicker and defense. Like, what did I just grab? Fairbairn. Fairbairn was probably pretty bad, I'll be honest. What's that game? Texans at Rams in a dome. Okay, Fairbairn, that's fine. All right, but I'm probably going to wrap this up short, and I'll just take a defense in the 20th round. But here's the final team. Here's what it looks like. Can I see, like, my team? I want to see, like, what it looks like in a starting lineup. All right, here's a team. It's not my favorite team of all time. We already talked about it, but we go Jamar Chase, A.J. Brown, George Kittle, and tight end premium, remember, 1.5 PPR to the tight end, and then James Conner. I think this is the one that's tough. I wish that I went R.J. Harvey or Henderson there and just taken the upside and then paired that with Aaron Jones later, but you live and you learn. I think, honestly, I'll make that update in the rankings in a second here, where I just sort of, I think you just got to tilt to the rookie upside this early in the draft and just make the bet that you can figure it out later with, you know, vets like Aaron Jones and whatever later on. But we go Tedero McMillan, Aaron Jones, so we have our 2 running back spots, Chris Olave, Jaden Reed. Feel good about our wide receiver room. Scatterbo for some rookie upside, Luther Burden for rookie upside off the bench, Basil Toon for more rookie upside because we have 2 senior citizens in our running back room. Caleb Williams-Purdy, we have Caleb stacked to Luther Burden. We have Brock Purdy, who's going to be out in Week 14 in this format, stacked to George Kittle. We have Will Shipley, honestly, low-key not hoping, but this team benefits from a Saquon injury because then A.J. Brown gets a boost. Will Shipley gets a boost. We get Miles Sanders, Woody Marks, Jack Besh, Terrence Ferguson, Kaimi Fairbairn, and then I'll take a defense after I get off the stream. I think the team's fine as well. I just don't. It's just ugly looking at a James Conner, Aaron Jones team. Is just not sexy. It's just not sexy. It's just not sexy. That's what it comes down to. Again, I think I'm actually going to update the rankings before I go to sleep, and probably put a bigger emphasis on R.J. Harvey and Henderson because what they kind of represent as upside running backs in the 5th round, I think is really underrated. So I will make that update now. The whole reason that I did one of these drafts, that I hopped on here, spent $350 with you guys, did one of these, is because over the entire weekend, I spent the entire time building out my top 200 tiered rankings. You have my targets, my fades, my target rounds, all that good stuff that I'm still workshopping through to get ready for you guys to dominate your drafts. If you want access to that, use patreon.com/Ron Stewart. You can find that in the description, comment section, pinned in the live chat, all that good stuff. And you can get it for literally $10 through the season. You also get my weekly rankings, rest of season rankings, all that good stuff. Patreon.com/Ron Stewart. As always, appreciate you guys watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. And I'll actually see you guys tomorrow because it's August.